Hey, welcome back to the Weekly Word. We're here downtown Reliance, Tennessee. Over my shoulder, you can see the old Hiwassee Union Baptist Church. I brought you out here on the bridge where I'm standing to show you something. A lot of people aren't even aware of this. You can see a line of rocks that diagonally angles from the North Riverbank all the way across behind this island to the south side here. Those are historic. I had a friend who was working on the surveyor crew when they built this new bridge, and they weren't allowed to touch even one of those rocks. They could not move them in any way. But sometimes the rafters don't get the memo and they'll move them and make them a little pass through. But those were placed there long, long ago, because used to down here about underneath the bridge was a big grist mill, and they funneled the river water into the trough of the grist mill to turn and grind the meal for the community. If you want to walk with me, we'll go over here to the old Webb store, and we'll show you the wheels that are still there from the old grist mill. Let's walk this way. We're over here at the Webb Brothers Texacos where these wheels are laying out off the old mill. And this one's kind of interesting. On a side note here, it's got some great mullein growing in it. That grows up into like a big stalk of corn in the middle of the summertime. Actually, I've read where the Cherokee used this for toilet paper. It's softer than Charmin. It's growing right out of the wheel though. And you can see the handiwork where the craftsman worked with his chisel and hammer. Peck, peck, peck. That'd be quite a job to get that thing around and get the grooves put in just right where you can set it down on top of the other wheel spinning and grind the corn into the meal. Imagine just handling these things, how much they would weigh. Probably some fingers been lost in that job before. It's really heavy. You know, Jesus talked about these in the Bible. He said, if you offend someone with their childlike faith, these little ones that believe in me, he said it'd be better off for one of these to be hung around your neck and you drowned in the depths of the sea. That'd be a horrible way to die, with thrown overboard with that tied around your neck. But I guess God's big on childlike faith. So it's important to him, because that's all the faith it takes for you to be saved. If you have the faith of a child in the gospel of Jesus Christ, you can be saved. We'll see you next week. We'll find something else maybe around Reliance here to point out. See you next week on the Weekly Word.